Gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vasco da Gama with the corner, there first. Cleared without hesitation. It's a pretty loose pass. And that was nowhere near his best. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. He is through. Hullet! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's picked it up out wide. Gets a good foot in there. Ronaldinho! It's off target and by quite a way. Oh, it's come loose. That's a shade optimistic. Quarter of an hour played. Tries to pass it through. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Now that's a lovely exchange. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldinho looking to receive it in space. Xavi. Not the most accurate pass. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vasco da Gama have their second corner now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now the cross. Thuram attempts a clearance. Ronaldinho's delivery. Last-ditch defending, but real chance! Check is there to clear. Oh, that's well spotted. Nakamura. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. It's just beyond his reach. Hullet. Davids. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Maldini. Ronaldinho. Hullet. Ball played for Xavi. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's clever. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Hullet. Oh, super find. Thuram. Nakamura. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's all alone. And a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Celtic really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Very nicely done.
Eto'o clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nakamura. Ibrahimovic. Aims beyond the defence. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's really well manoeuvred. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Has a look and place it forward. Maicon gets into a good position. And the shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution... And Park Ji-sung! And a neat finish! And this is getting better. And that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Celtic sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So straight into the second half. Oh, terrible pass. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Hullet. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Brilliant from Nakamura! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are disappearing out of sight. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A case now of complete control. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hullet threads one in. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen. Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. He saw the date. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Drama over the penalty spot. It's bounced back off the post. He has missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Nakamura. That has ended up in no man's land. Xavi. Van Dijk. Nicely weighted ball. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment. Chance! Superb from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Celtic are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Pele. Pass somewhat off target. Beckenbauer. Xavi. And here's the chance to counter. Park Ji-sung does well to get it back. Looking for the run. Now there's a great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Beckenbauer. Now, can they get him away? And it's Nakamura. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great ball, and the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Celtic are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do...
Goes for a shot! Xavi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Xavi. No, again there's no way through. Nakamura knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And yes, it's him again.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Short changes him with that pass. 5 minutes left on the clock. That's Park Ji-sung. He's got away. Closing in on goal. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Xavi. Hullet.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nakamura. And that is a little undercooked. Davids. In with the challenge. Looking to play him in. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, what has happened here? Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho plays it in. And that has been cleared. And time is up. Celtic looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch.